after Sheikh Gumi. Minister of Information, please can you bring the video of Sheikh Gumi to the screen? Thank you very much.
They are physical and everything. They are Fulanis.
Of Nigerian extraction.
Oh, they're Nigerians, no doubt about that.
They are Nigerians.
Yes, in fact, some of them have parents in the town.
So why, for those who say some of these criminal elements are non-Nigerians who move through the ECOWAS territory
yes,
into Nigeria, is that true?
What happened is, you see, as I've said now, we are having an ethnic war. The Fulani nomadic feels his existence is threatened. So what they do is, when they have a war, they call other Fulanis from other countries, irrespective of where they are. Fulani is Fulani. They go to defend their kinsmen. Then disperse, each one goes back to Sroga. So that's why they transit the borders just for an operation and go back. But if there is calm and there's peace, you will not see this kind of incursion of foreign elements into the nation. And that's why it's very important. The government is very proactive in this issue. Let's go in, let's educate them, let's register them, let us do what we do to others.
Thank you very much, Minister. Sheikh Gumi, a terrorist man, said they need to educate the terrorists. They need to live with them. They need to do to them what they do to others. What do they do to others? Reintegrate them into the military. What do they do to others? They pay them a sum of money in millions depending on how many innocent citizens they kill. Instead of this Nigerian terrorist government, who know their hideout, who know how they can stop these terrorists. Turn a blind eye. They coming after me, Mazio Gechuku. Nkere, a former president named Obasanjo. Obasanjo said the insecurity in Nigeria can never stop. My fellow citizens, are we going to remain in a country that the insecurity can never stop? Are we going to be part of a country that breeds, sponsor, support insecurity? Obasanjo made it clear that the politicians, governors, they sponsor the insecurity. This disgraced country called Nigeria, they should go after the sponsors of the insecurity happening in Nigeria and leave me hell a fucking alone. Terrorist state of Nigeria, they sponsor the insecurity. Let them leave Mazio Gechuku Nkere alone. Obasanjo made it clear the insecurity can never stop. That the government sponsor the insecurity. Then why are they coming after me here, United States of America? Thank God we have not turned United States of America to be the battlefield. Here in Washington, we will destroy Nigeria with truth. Here in Washington, we will expose Nigeria like never before, a shithole, disgraced country. A country that don't care about humanity. A country that care about citizens. Look at United States heroines. We as Biafrans, what are we going to say we will remember Nigeria that they have done for us? Is it the better life they gave us? Is it the better opportunity? Is it the good life? Is it the school system, sewer system, the infrastructures in our land that they make better? Is it the road, hospital? Is it the economy that they provide for the citizens of Biafra? So that after our children graduate from their high school or college, they can acquire a good paying job of which they can start family with. None of the above. God punished the entity called Nigeria. Very disgrace. They are not ashamed of themselves. After United States of America advised this useless country what to do to stop the insecurity, America advised them to abolish this Sharia since Nigeria is supposed to be a secular country. What did they do in return? And this Sheikh Gumi here is telling the government of Nigeria, because he worked with the government of Nigeria. He's telling the government of Nigeria to pay the terrorists, to pump money to the terrorists, to integrate the terrorists to the military. And do you think the Biafran people will not defend? Information, I think we have some few to go through. Can you play the video with, they protest? Because a lot of people will be the first time tuning in Biafra. We will keep this country. If I have what it takes, I will save the people of Nigeria. I'm already saved Biafra. Attention, the Middle Belt and the Southwest, maybe rise up. Entity called Nigeria, I will burn it down. Thank you very much.
Let me say that if the federal government have demonstrated capacity and can arrest Nnamdi Kanu, they should also exhibit the same zeal and will and decision to arrest these Fulani herdsmen that are terrorizing our state and our country. Let that be done. These ones are living here with us, but if Nnamdi Kanu can be arrested from a foreign land, I believe that the federal government will exhibit the same will. They will arrest Fulani herdsmen, especially Mayatiala, who have owned up to the killings in Benue State and have continued to terrorize our land. It is laughable and unfortunate when I heard that Mayatiala are calling Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist, someone who is fighting for the liberation of his people is being called a terrorist by terrorist organization called Mayatiala and Fulani herdsmen. So federal government should rise up to its responsibility and arrest this one. I have no problem in trying Nnamdi Kanu. Due process should be followed and let there be justice. If he has committed any offense, let there be justice. But the federal government must also do justice by arresting Fulani herdsmen who have been terrorizing our land, who have created so much problems and pains and challenges to our economy, to our security, to our unity. If federal government doesn't do that, it means they are not serious.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Minister of Information. If the government, if they can go as far to Kenya, now an extraordinary rendition Mazin Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. Why can't they arrest Sheikh? Why can't they arrest the Vice President Shetima? Why can't they arrest Kwankwaso? Even Tinubu need to arrest himself. I don't know what kind of immunity that protects him in that disgraced country. If they can go as far and they have all these evil elements around them, the Fulani herdsmen, the terrorists within them, why can't they arrest them? I don't know what court in this world Nigeria will be taking Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere to, that I will not win them hands down. It will be out of 10, Nigeria will not score even 1. It will be 10-0. All the pioneers, the elite, the leaders of that disgraced country should be ashamed of themselves. Go to Tinubu village. Tinubu village don't have electricity. What a disgraced country. Damn. Go to Shatima village. Shatima village don't have electricity. Please, I just want to educate our audience, both those that are not Biafrans, our allies, or wherever you are watching from. Nigeria, president of Nigeria, his village don't have electricity. His village don't have a system. His village have good road. His village don't have running water the citizens can be proud of. The vice president, likewise, the same. What a disgraced country. Instead of this country using their energy to fix the problem, to solve the problem the Nigerian people are facing, they use their energy to go to Kenya to kidnap it. Just because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting of Biafra. Just because he asked for a better Biafra. That is not enough. They went as far to arrest Simon. That is not enough. They are coming after Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. Here, right here, where I am, I will destroy Nigeria here. Nigeria, from Washington, D.C., I got puny. They keep boonwalk. Oh, God. You know, it's shameful. It's very, very shameful. It's very shameful. Instead of the Nigerian government to do what is right, they turn a blind eye. Why people are being killed, massacred in Benue? The government of Nigeria, both Minister of Defense, Vice President, President, all of them catapult themselves to have meet with the royal family months ago. They did not comment about the killing that was happening on behalf of them, on their absence. They didn't say anything about it. About a week ago, children were kidnapped from their school in Biafra land. None of them mentioned about it. People have been killed on a daily basis. Few days ago in Ibadan, southwest of Nigeria, villagers running out of their ancestral home. The government don't talk about it. Oh my God. If I'm God, if I have the opportunity, Nigeria will not exist. Talk less of creating it. It's a disgrace. A very big disgrace. And a very big mistake to the British government. Because what is happening in Britain today is coming. Is the evil that they have committed. They need to make a U-turn so that our God can forgive them, so that humanity can forgive them. They have caused a lot of pain, damage. Nigeria government coming after me will be your worst mistake. What about what do we need to do for us to be free? Are we going to be quiet? Are we going to fight? What do we need to do to safeguard our life? We have Tiwa Tanjuma here telling you what you need to do. For those that have ear, listen. If you have ear, listen. Tiwa Tanjuma is from the Middle Belt, where people have been massacred today. It's from the same place from Gowon, another evil man. If you have ear, listen. If you don't listen and act upon it, what comes, enjoy it and don't complain. Thank you very much.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
If you depend on the Nigerian government, you will die one by one. Ibadan, months ago, weeks ago, years ago, if you tell the people of Ibadan, they will be running from their home. They will say, how? That will never happen. The Yoruba people call these Fulani herdsmen, cattle headers, whatever, all this, they are all the same bandits and whatever. They are just the same terrorists. They say they are their brothers. They can live together. Why are you running? If you know you can live together in Ibadan, come back here. Why are you running? Where are you going? Oyo? Why are they running from the schools? Home. Oh, say to go. You will all die if you don't defend yourself. And if you depend on the Nigerian military cover the terrorists. They colluded with the terrorists. They work hand in hand with the terrorists. Who is the commander of the armed forces of Nigerian military? Tinubu. If the Nigerian military, if they are terrorists, Tinubu is also terrorist. Nigerian government is also terrorist government. That is the reason why a court in Canada designate Nigerian major ruling party APC PDP as terrorist organization. And this disgraced terrorist parties government is coming after Nkere. I will destroy all of you with truth from Washington, D.C. So help me God. I hate the entity called Nigeria with passion. The insecurity in Nigeria is not caused by me. It's not caused by any Biafra Republic government in exile, both home and abroad. It's not caused by us. We don't sponsor the insecurity. The sponsors of these terrorists is Nigeria government. Tinubu need to come. He need to come to United States of America and make sure that he speaks the truth, nothing but the truth. First of all, he need to go to Chicago and take care of his drug charges. He need to surrender himself. Shetima, co-founder of Boko Haram, also need to surrender himself. Sheikh Gumi, Peter Obi, Hope Ozodema, Soludo, Oti, Ojikalu, Senator Abaribe, Enyine, Rocha Sokoroche, Mba, Omahi, Wike, they all need to come and surrender themselves. They are all part and parcel of this terrorism. They sponsor these terrorists. Nigeria government, they are making their worst mistake. I will fight them both in my dream. And the people of Nigeria, you are so stubborn. You don't listen. Tanjuma, after exposing Nigeria, the same year, either the same year or just few months, he was assassinated by Nigerian government for exposing the Nigerian terrorist government. The terrorist government is coming after me. The worst mistake. Washington, D.C. have been the battlefield. And for Washington, D.C. to listen to Nigerian government, Washington need to go through the report card of this evil government of Nigeria, if they are doing it right or not. How have the Nigerian government protect the citizens in Benue, Plateau? How have they protect the citizens running in Ibadan or a few days ago? How have they protect the citizens in Imo, Biafra land? How have they protect the citizens in Ehiamofu? Because Nigeria is a failed state. The battle just began. And for Biafran people, be ready. We will not allow what happened in Kenya to repeat itself. We will not allow what happened in Finland to repeat itself. And the battle have just get where our salvation will be coming from. The battle have just where our salvation will be coming from. Because United States of America is the leader of the free world. And United States of America is the only country that have shown interest, that have come to the rescue of the persecuted Christians in Biafra land, Nigeria. They are the only country that have designated Nigeria as country of particular concern. Russia did not do that. China did not. We owe America. We appreciate what they have done so far. It's not easy. We know they have a lot of work to do. We know they are carrying the whole world in their shoulder. And we also understand that they have their own domestic challenge, even here in American soil. These evil terrorists are trying whatever they can to go after the president of the free world and his family, to tell you how bad and how corrupt and evil they are. Biafrans, it's high time we all unite and fight our common enemy. The enemy of Biafra remain the terrorists that don't want us to live. The enemy of Biafra remain the Islamic jihadist terrorists that are killing us, raping our women, children, trying to take over our land. They are our enemy. Our enemies still remain the sponsors of these terrorists. The United States sponsor these terrorists. They are our enemy. From Washington, D.C., we'll see how things will go. The ambassador now will answer questions. Remember, years ago, President Trump asked a imposter that died twice, called Buhari, why, Buhari, why are you persecuting Christians? Why are you killing Christians? The new ambassador, he will answer a big question. Why is Nigeria a country of particular concern? He will defend, he will tie until he gets tired. Why is Nigeria killing Christians in Middle Belt? Why is Nigeria killing Christians in Biafra land? Why is Nigeria terrorists chasing people from Oyo Ondo? Ambassador of evil country, I hope Very soon you'll be booed out of Washington, D.C. Minister of Information, I think we still have some valid video we need to play here. I think Governor Orton, can you still play his second video? Thank you very much.
Today they will tell us they are here, tomorrow they are here. Everybody knows within our area, but we will not see any action taking place. That is to say, sir, we need this Senate to tell the armed forces to be reporting progress every week so that state by state, otherwise it will be a mess of all issues and we will not be seeing progress. Sir, I beg you that time is right now, that this problem is solvable. We have seen progress. We should not allow this progress to be derailed. We should pursue this remnant of these people so that our next election can be peaceful and sustainable. And we have something to say to our people, sir. This is the only thing I want to take. If I get protected in my environment, please keep your roads, keep your schools. We just want to be safe. And that is the message, President. Please, environment, please keep your roads, keep your schools. We just want to be safe. And that is the message we are sending to the Senate President. Please save our life and our people. We are not bothered about roads now or schools. Please save our lives. Our people's lives are in danger. Thank you. We have something to say to our people, sir. This is the only thing I want to take. If I get protected in my environment, please keep your roads, keep your schools. We just want to be safe. And that is the message we are sending to the Senate President. Please save our life and our people. We are not bothered about roads now or schools. Please save our lives. Our people's lives are in danger. Thank you very much, sir.
Senator.
Thank you very much, Minister of Information. Even some meaningful, I will say, some meaningful Nigerian, because when I say what it takes, I will burn down Nigeria, is to burn the entity. You might have some few people. This man, this Senate member acknowledged that their people's life is in danger. They don't care about no road, nothing, no development now. Because you have to live to enjoy the road. You have to live, see another day before you can talk about what's going to happen next. He said they need to come save their life. Save their life from who? From the terrorists. Who is the terrorist? The same government, that's Senate. Serve. The same government, that Senate, complaining to, they are the terrorists. That is what Sheikh Gumi was saying. They need to treat the terrorists like others. They need to bring the terrorists in the government chamber. They need to make the best deal with the terrorists. Because Sheikh Gumi said, the terrorist is their brother. The terrorist is their friend. And Sheikh Gumi said, the terrorists are going nowhere. They are there to stay. And instead of the Nigerian terrorist state going after these terrorists, they decide to make Mazio Gechukwu Nkere their problem. They have just jammed problem. Now they will see problem. Now they have come in the open, openly, saying Mazio Gechukwu Nkere, I say, is their problem. Nigeria will not get double problem of Mazio Gechukwu Nkere. They have not seen anything yet. They will cry until all our enemy will perish. Until the terrorist government of Nigeria will crash. If I have what it takes, what happened in Iran will happen. When all these terrorist government gather in their chamber, I already pleaded with President Trump and the Prime Minister of Israel to please reserve one beautiful bomb, one original strike, just one, where all these vultures have gathered, thinking of who they are going to kill next. Because that's all they do. All Nigerian terrorists government do is to think about who to go after, where the next strike will happen. A previous video we played earlier said that this military cover the terrorists. They work together. They colluded. Everything about Nigerian government is how they will kill the civilians, how they will strike the innocent civilians, how they will terrorize. Instead of them going after them, they decide to make me their problem. Now they have jammed double problem. Nigerian government here in Washington, D.C., we will know whether Biafran people deserve to be free or whether Biafran people deserve to be annihilated, killed, massacred, chased out of their land. Here from Washington, D.C., Nigeria will answer America. When have they celebrated the heroes of Biafra? When have they celebrated the pioneers of Biafra? When have they? What have they contributed to make Biafran's life better? If you're still doubting about Brgie and the work of Biafra Republic government in exile from Washington with our great lobby, Washington and Madison, great lobby Elias, I don't know whether we say you are from this planet Earth. Where are you from? Or are you part of do you also work with the terrorists? Are you these cattle headers? Or are you a Biafra? If you are a true Biafra, a true born Biafra, you will fight for Biafra. You will remember your hero. You will remember your heroines. You will remember those that have fought trying to save your life. And you will also fight for the freedom of Biafra. All we are doing is asking for a better future, a brighter one, a good one, a workable country, a country where there will be no terrorists. All we are asking for, we want to live and let live. We want better life for our children, our grandchildren to come. We want better life for Biafran people. And by extension, our neighbors. Because we Biafrans, we believe in humanity. We believe in live and let live. We will also extend our hands to our neighbor wherever we can assist or help our neighbor so that they can also live better. But what we will not condone is terrorism. Once you bring terrorists to our land, our territory will chase you out. We just want to live a normal life. We want to be part of this global community. Biafran people have a lot to offer. We have a lot of positive things we can offer that we can share in common with this global community. We have mineral resources. We can do buying and selling. We can be a good trading partner. And we can also be part of any country that is fighting, combating this terrorism worldwide. Biafrans can be part of that because we want this world to be a better place. We love our God and we understand the reason why our God created us in this world. It's for all of us to live in this world, be fruitful and multiply and live abundantly and enjoy everything that God created. That is what we believe. And please, you as a Biafran, support your freedom. We will get another video from Kunle about the Nigerian government. If Kunle is praising the Nigerian government, let's hear what I believe either Major or General Kunle is saying. Thank you very much.
Can come in. It's not about ransom. They just want to pass a message. We can come in. We can do what we need to do. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban, they think about the Mujahideens, and they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia and there is whatever thing they have in their head they want to achieve. So these people that are sending messages are sponsored by Nigerians. You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. And they mention names. I mean, I can't come on the air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. Presently in government. That the boys that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, the Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation. And they are in the government. And people know them. The DSS know them. The NIA know them. The DIA knows them. You can't succeed without an inside person. And this attack you saw has insiders collaboration.
Thank you very much. Coolly said, you must tell the truth. You must speak the truth. If you don't speak the truth, you will still die. Why not speak the truth since you know one day, I don't know how many of us that will live over 100 years. Why not use the energy we have now to make a better country, a better place to live for our generation, for our children? One day you will grow old. Like Gowon. Gowon can't do more. She can't even help his people. But back in the 60s, Gowon was everywhere, ranting, talking about how we destroy Biafra, bragging about it. Even till today, this evil man called Gowon did not see anything wrong with what he did. It's high time we face the reality. We speak the truth. Kunle made it clear that these people that sponsor the terrorists, some of them are in the government. Some are governors like Hope Uzodimma, Soludo, Mba, Oti. That all of them, they are in the government. They sponsor these terrorists to Biafra. They sponsor these terrorists all across the region. Shetima being a vice president, can you imagine a vice president of a terrorist? And you still ask this vice president to go and kill his people, their brothers, the terrorists that he sponsor, he breed. Please, listen. If we don't fight, if we don't protect our land, they will kill us all. And I, Nkere, as an activist, as Biafra Republic government in exile prime minister, as a freedom fighter, I love what I'm doing. I will keep fighting for Biafran people because I understand what I'm doing is sanctioned by our God. He loves it. I'm representing him, fighting for his creation, fighting for humanity, saving life. Nigerian government, go after governors you know that are sponsoring these terrorists. Start from Tinubu, the head of the terrorists. Go after the military that shaded the terrorists, that covered up for the terrorists. Start from Tinubu, then after Tinubu, Shetima. After Shetima, we now move to the lower chamber like the Senate, House of Reps and other, the governors. They need to turn themselves in. They have killed enough blood. They have shed too many innocent lives. That is why in Nigeria, you can't see anything like memorial to remember those that they have massacred, and to even, by extension, to talk about what happened from 1967 to 1970. They erased it from Nigeria's school system. They don't want you to know about it. Minister of Information, I think we have one more video that we'll play. Then after that, we might have, for Biafrans that want to call in, voice your mind, ask questions. Let's hear your opinion. And I want everyone to buckle up your seatbelt. The Nigerian government have just now made it clear that Biafra Republic government is not all these USB charger, all these people, they don't know it because they are what they are not fighting for Biafra. And the Biafra Republic government, our friends, please, it's time to do what you know how to do best. Support the freedom of Biafra. Support, and we must defend ourselves. If we don't defend ourselves, we will all die. Thank you very much, Minister of Information. Thank you. We still have one more video. Just bring it to the screen.
Sir, yesterday I spoke bitterly at Kubon, a village in Boy district, because of the killings. These people came and they killed 7 people. What actually pains us most is it has already been in record that the Moravul man has never attempted attacking a person. We have never done that. We've been piping our youths. And indeed, the Moravul man is a law-abiding person. Yet, these people, they are persisting. What actually is paining us most is when our youth, stand to defend, to react, the security personnel are fighting us. They are fighting us. Most of the casualties in the hospitals, they were injured by these soldiers. I don't actually know. Have they come to secure the life of people or to fight the people? Knowingly that the Fulani man is the man that is always attacking us. They knew, and they have done nothing about it. Besides that also, I want to say this to your hearing, Commissioner of Police. Hear this very, very well. The people used to come with sophisticated weapons. Sophisticated weapons. I have an exhibit of what happened. What is this? What color? Which color is this? Is this not army green? This is what they use. But when our boys will stand with their local, I say local, just local made gun to protect their land, your people will fight them and will also collect it. We are bitter about that one. We are bitter about that one. And so we want to say this categorically, that if these people will not, if they will not support us, if they will not support us, Please clear them away. What happened at Yambas? What happened at Yambas? The soldiers were sending our youth away, and the Fulani people were burning our houses, and they didn't stop them. And they just stood. They stood, and they allowed them to burn our houses. Nothing was done about that. Sir, enough is enough. What this woman has just said, I want to emphasize on that. People saw it. After the killings, the soldiers brought 3 hillocks, and they convey all the Fulani man back. How do we interpret that? That is our grievances. Thank you for coming, creating your time to come.
My fellow citizens of Biafra, do you just hear what this man said? That the soldiers, military of Nigeria, this useless country that want to fight me in Washington, D.C., that the military of Nigeria are clearing the pathway for these terrorists to go and attack. They are shedding the terrorists. They even push the villagers out of their home and allow the terrorists to burn their home. God punish the entity called Nigeria and save the people of Nigeria. And whoever identify himself as a Nigerian, go to hell. May your day be cut short for your evil. When you look at the innocent citizens there, do they deserve to die? Don't they deserve a better life? The women, men that their house been burned by these terrorists, do they deserve to have their home burned? And the home or hearts of these innocent citizens is not built by the government of that nonsense country. This man here is saying, whenever they try to fight back, the military attack the civilians, attack the innocent citizens. The military are attacking them. The terrorists are attacking them. What a double problem. The government of Nigeria killing the people. The terrorists killing the people. God punish the entity called Nigeria. If I have what it takes to save the life of people of that region, is to deal with all the sponsors of these terrorists. And Kunle made it clear that the aim, the goal and objective of these terrorists is to Islamize Nigeria. Every region of that so-called Nigeria, even the Biafran region being blunt. I, as a bona fide Christian, as who believe in God and Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, I can never be Islamized. Biafran people can never be Islamized. We are Biafrans, we are Christians, we will remain Biafra Christians with Christian Judaic value, with Christian Judaic civilization that has brought us this far. We are not going back to thousands of years ago. We are moving with this civilization brought by this value that our God have given us through his son, Jesus Christ. And for all you nonsensical people working with Nigeria, knowing that Nigeria is a terrorist state, shame unto you. If you have been one of those that the Nigerian government contracted to come and fight the Biafran people, shame unto you. And for the so-called ambassador that was just appointed to represent Nigeria in Washington, may Nigeria happen to him. May what other people are experiencing in the hand of Nigeria happened to him. Every leadership of Nigeria, senator, president that identify himself and what Nigeria is doing, may what they have breed, may the terrorists go after them. May the terrorists live with them. Evil people everywhere. And for you that identify yourself as Nigerian, knowingly or unknowingly, you must be what we call zombie or zombie, mumu forever. If you don't rise up, how long until you know that the government of Nigeria have failed you? When will you wake up? Government that cannot protect you. Government that allow your house to be burned to ashes. Government that integrates terrorists into their military and use the same military to come after you. Instead of protecting you, we heard from that gentleman. He said, if this Nigerian military cannot protect them, let the military leave their village. Let them go away. Honorable Minister of Information, I will want you to play that last video again. After you play that video, then we can now go to question and answer. God bless United States of America. God bless Biafra Republic. And may God punish the entity Nigeria. And may God save the people of Nigeria. Whether you are from north, south, west, middle belt, it don't matter. As you as a human being, your life matters. May God punish, destroy the terrorists, and destroy the entity, because that entity called Nigeria is imposed on the people of that region. The people of that region, not Nigeria. And Memorial Day being today, we appreciate our heroes, because they are our heroes. They fought for the whole world. They are the ones that make this world safer again. And remember, on May 30th, we Biafrans will celebrate and remember our heroes, heroines, those that have fought hard for Biafran people. Thank you very much.
Sir, yesterday I spoke bitterly at Kubon, a village in Bai district, because of the killings. These people came and they killed 7 people. What actually pains us most is it has already been in record that the Moravul man has never attempted attacking a person. We have never done that. We've been piping our youths. And indeed, the Moravul man is a law-abiding person. Yet, these people, they are persisting. What actually is paining us most is when our youth, stand to defend, to react, the security personnel are fighting us. They are fighting us. Most of the casualties in the hospitals, they were injured by these soldiers. I don't actually know. Have they come to secure the life of people or to fight the people? Knowingly that the Fulani man is the man that is always attacking us. They knew, and they have done nothing about it. Besides that also, I want to say this to your hearing, Commissioner of Police. Hear this very, very well. The people used to come with sophisticated weapons. Sophisticated weapons. I have an exhibit of what happened. What is this? What color? Which color is this? Is this not army green? This is what they use. But when our boys will stand with their local, I say local, just local made gun to protect their land, your people will fight them and will also collect it. We are bitter about that one. We are bitter about that one. And so we want to say this categorically, that if these people will not, if they will not support us, if they will not support us, please clear them away. What happened at Yambas? What happened at Yambas? The soldiers were sending our youth away, and the Fulani people were burning our houses, and they didn't stop them. And they just stood, and they allowed them to burn our houses. Nothing was done about that. Sir, enough is enough. What this woman has just said, I want to emphasize on that. People saw it. After the killings, the soldiers brought 3 hillocks, and they convey all the Fulani man back. How do we interpret that? That is our grievances. Thank you for coming, creating your time to come.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to Voice of Biafra studio, where we will just relay the transmission of the Prime Minister from Washington, D.C. to the Biafran people. And there are too many evidences, and the evidence is shook, like our people say. The line will be open so you can call in to air your views on these very segments. So the line on the screen is permissible for calls. The Prime Minister will be available for calls and your input and whatever you have to say. If the Nigerian government are going after the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile all the way in Washington, D.C., it simply means that the Biafran people have gotten them on where it matters most. Yes, because it is only when you have done something bad to the Nigerian government that they will look for you. Yeah. They went after Washignton inside prison after they had even kidnapped him and locked him up there. And they've also gone after Washignton after they kidnapped him. They've even gone into the prison now to meet him. And they are forcing him with different things to sign and different scripts to implement. Some of you were surprised to sit down and see things like Sokoto Declaration, and also some messages that came where it was relayed through the armed forces of Biafra, where they said Biafran should stop Biafra. Biafran should stop sit at home. Biafran should not continue to do Biafra anymore. That wasn't enough. And then you also saw the lawyers of Biafra who says they are the ones representing Washignton in court since 2021, which they have not been able to deliver anything. They also came to read some other scripts. And these same lawyers cannot speak boldly to promote the Biafran government in exile in any of their posts, but they can speak to condemn the Biafran Republic government in exile in their posts and in their videos. I think we have a very early caller.
Powering on.
We have early caller that is coming in. So even as the Prime Minister will join the studio again, there is a caller on the line. Caller on the line, please, you can go on. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Yes, caller on the line, you can go on. You're live on Voice of Biafra. Yes, I can hear you.
For this morning, depending on where my location, you see, the die is cast. The die is cast. They went after Washignton Nkere. They went after Simon. They can proceed no further. They can proceed no further. They are after the US president. And many assassination attempts have been made on him. This shows how evil these people are. Nigeria is the second Iran and must be dealt with accordingly. Congratulations to my Prime Minister, because if we are not giving Nigeria, if you are not tormenting Nigeria, if you are not giving them heat, they won't think about you. And that shows that you are the only legitimate government. You are leading the only legitimate government that is giving them heat, challenging them, and exposing them. It shows you are giving them what they deserve. Every time they go after you or any one of us, they will see the worst of us. They want to awaken the madness in us. They want to awaken the madness in us. The die is cast. We will destroy them with the truth. We will teach them a lesson they will never forget. They are not just going after you. They are after our survival. Why can't they go after the terrorists? Why can't they go after the Fulani herdsmen? Why can't they go after Kumi? Why can't they go after Shetima? Well, they have listened. We have just listened to Danjuma again. Danjuma says the military are complicit. They facilitate, they collude, and that if we don't defend ourselves, we will all die one by one, minus Biafrans anyway. Obadiah exposed them and they killed him. Kunle has again exposed them, and every one of them keeps saying the same thing, that the government is the sponsors of the terrorism. He said they are in Asorok, they are in the Senate, they are in the House of Reps, they are in the security agencies, they are in the military. Then, how do you expect a government that is infested with terrorists, is infiltrated with terrorists to fight terrorism? It is impossible. So we are doing it right. They are awakening the madness in us, and we will give it to them. Our sovereignty is non-negotiable. We are going to go mad on them. We are going to go mad on them, because US is not Finland, neither is it Kenya. Biafrans brace up, the die is cast. This is a terrorist government. It's clear by every evidence is available. It's a terrorist government, and they can never go against the terrorists. They can never. They can never. So any attempt on us will spell their doom. The battlefield will be fought in Washington, D.C. Let them send the ambassador. We are going to embarrass him with the truth. Now it is time to expose them. Everything hidden is time to make it bare open for everyone to see. So my brothers, please stand tall. It shows that you are the only one that is giving Nigeria the upper cut. Thank you so much. We love you so much.
Thank you, Kola, for calling in. Yeah, you're saying the same thing that I was saying before your call came in. See, Nigerian government says, okay, we have another caller on the line. All right. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? You may go ahead, please. Can you hear me, sir? Okay, welcome to Voice of Biafra TV. You can go ahead, sir. There was.
Just a quick push to your saying today, from our PM. The video you played was speaking on their Senate floor. One who said they don't need roads. That was a senator, Senate floor, and that means today in Nigeria, kidnapping and abducting school children, toddlers, has become almost or every other day in Nigeria. Meanwhile, months came up on their Senate for security. Why am I pointing at this? I'm pointing at this because of the Nigerian who see themselves as Nigerians. The more they continue, I think, to speak up to revolt their children and their children's children, the more they are plunging into more harm, more destruction. Today it is in the villages. Who knows what is going to be happening? Lafayette, he said before they kill that when they are going to go into the city. He's not saying this from his own, on his own voice. The terrorists compared to them when they put some of the terrorists. Now, Kunle has not that the intention of people who are to Islamize Nigeria and continuing to sponsor this story to make sure that there is old graphic looking. So I have a question for the Nigerian people who are listening on those. Are you all ready to be Islamized? Are you all ready to that and the rest of them? If you are not, you might still have just rewrite all this wrong. If you don't, just like the senator cried, you will repeat saying today and what have been saying as what you should have done. So the earlier the better. And for Biafrans, it is what is going on here. The Nigerian terrorists, the Brgie and the Prime Minister, it shows you who came to make sure that you secure, you face with your different countries. So it is time everybody to fight our common enemy. Our common enemy just want to see that where is Nigeria in the geographical location. It is no longer just the resources. This is now about your existence as a people. So the earlier people rise up and the fight against the Islamization, let me say that for each and every one of us. And for those who are coming from like the United States, shocker, America is not Europe. America is not Kenya. And before you start, you need to start rendition and what is his name? Abakiari for the Islamic State to investigate. You need to prosecute the tens of people that UAE has presented to you as forms of terrorism that terrorists will ignore, or you will ever gain against them, friend. And if you want to move against them, please make sure you have your balance before you come after us, because like the PM said, we are all ready, and it's just that we don't deal with it. If the Biafra Republic and the de facto has what it needs, I'm sure the conversation is the media right now. But for right now, continue to warn you to wake up and join what we. Thank you so much, Mazafam. Our PM. Those who are waiting and they don't have the balls. If they did, they wouldn't even come after. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to have you on the show. Thank you. So, dear friends, the lines are open and you can call in. For those that are accessible to Telegram, you can also call on Telegram. Those that are accessible to the call lines, which you know on Telegram, you can also call it on Telegram. All right, we have another caller coming in. All right, another caller from America. Caller on the line, you're welcome to Voice of Biafra TV. You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Greet everyone. My information minister, thank you very much. I greet you.
Greetings from you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes, my PM, thank you very much for that. Yes. What can I say? I'm just going to reinforce what everyone has been saying. You know, the went after was, I mean, you know, these two governments, they're not very intelligent, but they will always do things like this, thinking that each time they capture the leader or arrest whoever that is leading the struggle, that is going to end our struggle. The one after was really kept in. That stopped Biafra? No. The one after MNK in Kenya, did that stop Biafra? No, it did not. The one after Simon in Finland, did that stop Biafra? No. And now they're coming after PM Nkere. But one thing I can be their Waterloo, yes, because we are in United States of America. So let them keep wasting their time. Instead of them to do the right thing, they're going after leaders. It's not going to change anything. Biafra is here. Biafra is that thing. So but my message to Biafrans is that we need to really wake up. Biafrans need to wake up. How many times are you going to wait for something to happen to you before you finally write? It's time for you to wait. Yes. You need to don't let the people confuse you. They're saying he's an agent. They kind of is the type of Nnamdi that he's a one Nigerianist. And he doesn't mean well for you. And he can never be president. Yes. But let's assume that he actually becomes president. One thing you should be asking yourself is, how can he govern? How can he govern? I mean, don't you know that the number of representatives from the north far outweigh the number of representatives in the south? I mean, I'm talking about the so-called south and southwest. So how will he be able to govern? So stop fooling yourself. Biafra is the only way out of it. The Biafra Republic government says that we are building a lasting solution to this problem that the British people created, or the British government created. We're not, stop looking for a quick fix, but that's what most of you are looking for. Let's P2B when he will release Nkere. Don't you think your enemy knows this? So please, I'm urging all of you, don't get confused, don't get deceived by the likes of P2B. He will never become president. Even if he becomes president, I mean, and he stays for 8 years, then what happens? Another Amajiri will come back, who will come in and then reverse everything that he did. We are looking for a lasting solution. And that lasting solution is a Christian nation for Christian people, a Muslim nation for the Muslim people. That's it. So please don't fall for this crap that P2B, they're using him to compete. And urge all of you, to please, don't pay any attention. The Biafra Republic government is that way to go. That's the reason why they're coming to the Nkere. If you're not painting Nigeria where it hurts, they will leave you alone. But for the fact they are coming after to show that we are doing something right, they're not going after all the other useless people, that are making noise all over the social media. So Biafrans, think why. Support your freedom. Support your liberation. Go to Biafra Republic government.org. Government stands improve. Biafra Republic government.org. Go there and make your decision. Support your freedom. Freedom is not free. We need a gem. We need money for everything that we need to do. I'm urging all of you, please go and but we also go for me. You can also put money in go for me. Support your freedom. Don't be Biafrans. Yes. And with this, thank all of you. It's a lot of voice gradually very soon it's going to explode, and that will be like the only TV station that they both of listening to. They won, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. I use my mic.
Thank you. Any question?
No, he didn't give question. It's just a contribution to applaud your work and to encourage Biafrans, and also letting us know that Nigeria are peeing in their panties because of the effectiveness of your lobbying in Washington, D.C. So they haven't seen anything yet. There is another caller coming in on Telegram. Caller on Telegram. Caller on Telegram, can you hear me? Caller on Telegram, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, you can go ahead. Prime Minister, can you hear him?
Not really, but
thank you for you are doing for Biafra. We appreciate your effort for trying to educate people, no matter how difficult we are. When you come out, when you speak, everywhere, and people who understand and could be language, thank you very much for your effort. May God continue to bless you, protect you, and be with you. And thank you. Thank you very much.
thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much for all your support. Thank you for standing on the truth consistently. Thank you for changing. Yes, I said this military. This was the recognition. And the notable one was Georgia, when the president women decided to try instead of being a slave or bound down to it. People don't want it. And they know who they are. They are the true children of God. They said instead of to be slave in the land of Chukwukatia, it's better we go to get only where we can. Yes, the trouble started very now. During the make war, in many years, they're touching this together. We never get it. Not now. Not now. So, Honorable Prime Minister, you will build, you were born for this. So, for the ruling, your leakage, your need, they are going to be responsible. Yes, so I don't need to say to this young, because everybody is prepared for this. If you start from notable leaders, before she had people, you the made for this, you have been positioned for this. Biafra come close. I know we never fought for independence in life. We don't know what it takes to fight for independence because Nigeria was not for one die for what you need to come out. It's better you die for a country who know what you're fighting for. If you die for Biafra, yes, you will fight for a good cause. Because you're fighting the betterment of humanity. So if it's better death, I wish in my life, before I should die, you say the Biafra. No, it's just which I don't know. Or I know I know who they said the chicken. If you need this chicken, the possibility. We said that we for evil country of the state. So anyone who kind of Nigeria is less committed. So Biafra is the last hope of human. Is the last hope of human. We're able to with all these problems going on in Africa, beating each other because of the evil space called Nigeria. That's supposed to be the light to shine in Africa and West Africa. Instead of shining the light on shining the possible way. I think yes, they don't supposed to research them so-called Nigeria. They are light. But light is an energy that you can never ever go no matter how whatever color of paint, cutting things, it cannot compare that. It cannot compare the more you try to give the truth, the more the truth try to in the different platforms, different human beings. And then you do truth. So we are not deceived. We know we are. That's why I'm honest with you and of the context. It's true. If you are in your chest, the plan of the taking a fix. You are making a history that's never been before. That's the problem. All the members, they are found in public government and doing the different way the EDF, the EDF, totally freedom-loving people. Thank you very much. And for the people. We, the Biafrans, will not disappoint you also. They are children to survive. We have been many years. We have started the suppress us in all the social media, wherever we talk about their politics. They pull us down.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah.
He tried the book to get what I did. He obeyed all the accord of our people. He wanted the good of humanity. He wanted the best for all Africa. The greatest power there. And avoid what he said. The good people of the world did not hear what we went through that time. We didn't give up. Struggle continued from year to year, even though many betrayed, many fall away because of the trade, because of the danger, Liverpool present for us, But they thought we cannot survive without this survive us in the civil war, and this is everybody, whatever. Therefore, there's something we survive. With all manner of evil in this world that they can see to destroy the mind of those countries we run for refugee. They spoil their mind. They spoil the citizens of India. They put all evil against us. But today, the truth is taken for itself. The world knows the truth now. The world knows that yes, we have been fighting for many years to survive. We have not committed any crime. We have not conquered any tribe. We have not been to conquer any tribe. Anywhere we go, even if we go with plastic, make sure we work hard and develop that place. We love the people of that place. We believe their different their place. All that place home. We fought against the people. We never fought against the people. We never conquer any human being, no matter their color. We endure pain. We cry. People ignore us. Now, the United States of America, under the administration of the great president, President Trump, has been remembering us. But the evil one has been trying to check his mind out of us. But deep down, he came for a special assignment. And one of the special assignments is to restore Biafra to its original position. Biafra is the light of the world. Biafra is the beginning end of the world. Biafra comes to restore the ordinary of God, the way of God, of God, the way God humanity to live and let live. And the enemies are still the coming of Biafra. That is why they are fighting to kill the president who has 15 years of Biafra. and they will never ever be. Biafra has come today. So Biafra won't die. Biafra, you can fight, praying today. Yes. If you are a true, genuine Biafra who desire to be Biafra, now is the time to get this. Come closer to Biafra Republic as president. We know we have so many these blood. We know we have so many blood. We know we have we know we have so other children who were not originally. But he has for them to grow with us. Now the time for separation. To separate the chaff to wheat, to separate the goats, the sheep. You have the option where you belong to. As for us, and as for me, we will be in Biafra Republic Government Society. Biafra is only restored because that is the only hope humanity, even in Africa, for humanity to survive, for humanity to thrive, for humanity to move forward from this point we have now. Biafra restoration only hope. Take it, believe it. Thinking that this is my own case. So, you supporting Biafra is not a mistake, whether you are Biafran or not. Because the Islamic jihadist target, they will not see you, but you watch the videos so they headed their head. Then you send them ask them what they believe in, what they're worshipping, once they catch you. Because they have been assigned for this mission to kill, to dominate, to conquer, and take over. So if you go and stay at home to be Washington, pray when God is giving you the brain, giving you the ability to sense things, if you are waiting for whatever you will die, and you will perish, and you will lose the people. You stay the light, fail to follow the light, choose to follow the light. So we are warning you now. We are warning you now to choose the light. Because no Biafra is in charge. That time has come. So many of you blackmail him, many of you are doing, many of you say all my to pull him down. Today, Nigeria. But at the end of the day, for trying to even make you move to go against this voting, sending no one. That is the last mistake according to one of the Canadian, he said, so if you qualify their financial usually know that we are not good enough. So you cannot be a group in fighting for independence. You give or other countries support from the independence of the hostile environment. You see, that what we are doing is the same thing we have been doing before. Not new. Those people consider the government in the so our own will not be this. We thank God for the opportunity. We in the life of those who knew what it takes to fight, who value and cherish their freedom, even though this same music. In from the to try to and that one who's courageous enough and the question is now in the child from the weight now. Trying to America to go. In they have with God that if you give up to be the with the entrance and to restore and bring this covenant made some time to restore. Now go get their character and that is the talent we need for carefully political maintenance and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, we take a short break and we continue when we return. And callers, when you call in, please don't go more than 5 minutes because there are many people that are trying to call into the program.
Hear the people sing at last. Voice of Biafra TV.
Welcome back to Voice of Biafra Television. We are live and direct, and we are joined by the Biafra government and exile Prime Minister from Washington, D.C., where he just addressed Biafra. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the studio.
Good evening, Bill. Am I being heard?
Very well. We can hear you.
Oh, good evening, Biafra government in exile. God bless you for all the good jobs. My Prime Minister, I greet you from the homeland. I have one question to ask. Please, sir, don't be angry. How are you preparing for Nigeria for this new phase of encountering with you in US?
Just put a question because if we start answering, you will not hear the sound coming out from here because of the kind of gadget we are using. So put all your questions and then you will take them, then you go off the line so that you can listen for a minute device there. You have another question?
Okay. Yeah, my second question is that our first Prime Minister, his progress, like his freedom, is it anytime coming soon? Thank you.
Listen to your device when the Prime Minister will come to your question. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. The question we should be asking, how prepared is the Nigerian terrorist government? Because they are the one guilty. We are innocent. We are fighting for a just cause. We are fighting for our freedom. We are not fighting to Islamize Nigeria. We are not fighting using Christianity to commit crime against other regions of Nigeria. We are not fighting trying to Christianize Nigeria. We are fighting a just cause for freedom. So the question should be, how prepared is Nigeria terrorist state? They are the ones that have colluded with these terrorists. They are the one that is reintegrating terrorists from so-called terrorists to repented terrorists. The same repented terrorists in Nigerian military are the same one a gentleman will play his video earlier is complaining about, that the so-called army, military of Nigeria is actually terrorizing them. So the question should be, how prepared is Nigeria terrorist country? We are fighting to defend our land, so not how prepared. I'm already in, I'm prepared for this, and there's nothing will stop me from what I'm doing. Either I die for Biafra or I live fighting for Biafra. That's just what it is. It's all about our freedom. Today, America is celebrating their heroines, those that have sacrificed, fought for this great country. People that make this world safer. You know, it's a badge of honor to serve humanity, to fight for people to be free. I'm honored that I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm pleased with what I'm doing, knowing that I'm fighting to save people of Biafra. So Nigeria, they are the one guilty as charged, as terrorist country, as a country that even United States of America designate them as country of particular concern. So that concern, we need to ask question. What is that concern about Nigeria? So that concern, you know, is a very big dent right there. So the world is concerned about the existence of Nigeria. They are concerned if Nigeria should still remain as a country. They are concerned if the people should still live together. They are concerned, the world is concerned about the terrorism going in Nigeria, the genocide against Christians in Nigeria. So it's a country of particular concern, meaning that country don't deserve to exist. And the court in Canada also designate Nigeria political parties, the ruling party and the PDP, the government of Nigeria, as a terrorist organization. Thank you very much. Tinubu, how prepared are you? Tinubu, if you are prepared, come to US. Shetima, how prepared is Shetima and his Boko Haram? So we should ask them, how prepared are they? But as far as we Biafran people, please, I ask every Biafran, it's time to buckle up your seatbelt. Fund your freedom. America will not hand over your freedom to you in a platter of gold. We saw today they are celebrating heroes, those that fought, those that sacrificed. Nothing comes free. The house you live, it didn't fall from heaven. The water you drink in your home, wherever you are in the world, it didn't fall from heaven. The food you eat, you work hard to make the money you use to, buy whatever you want to eat. So nothing is free. So we must fight for our freedom. We must do what we're supposed to do to be free. We cannot fold our hand and say we are prepared. While Nigerian government is there doing their evil plan, I'm here doing what is right to protect Biafra people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for the response. And it is what you are doing that is to release Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. It is also what you are doing that is to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison of Nigeria. So that is why they are trying to stop the release of these leaders that are in the prison. They kidnapped them for a reason. And they say that the smoke is only coming out from Washington, D.C. to affect them in Finland, in Europe, and in Nigeria. So it's like there is fire coming out somewhere. And the flame is affecting everybody. It's affecting Nigeria, it's affecting Europe, it's affecting Finland. But so we need to get to the root cause that is emanating this flame. So it is okay, Nkere. It is okay, Nkere, that is emanating the flame in Washington, D.C., using the lobbyists and the attorney and the U.S. lawmakers. So that's why when you see many splinter groups coming out and they are shouting, they are dragging the name of Simon everywhere. They put him on every flyer they make, and the guy, they put their name, move right, left. Nigerian government don't have anything to do with them. They don't, because they know they are not creating any effect. They are not disturbing them. But now, they see that the article they published, they actually said Nigerian government worked so hard to kidnap Mazen Namdekano from Kenya. And they said they also worked so hard again in 2024 to succeed in imprisoning Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland. So now they've seen that after doing these two things, yet the Biafran government in Israel have not bowed or cowed into whatever they are doing. They are wondering why and how. They forgot that there is a new sheriff in town. They've gone and check. They discovered that there is another smoke that is making things happen to see to the release of the other two leaders that were imprisoned. So, caller, thank you for your question, and the Prime Minister has addressed it. PM, I don't know if you still have something to add.
No, I think he said how soon is when will our freedom come, or how soon? Our freedom is in our hand. I keep saying it. We Biafrans just have to intensify in whatever we are doing. Support this government. Support. We all can see that Nigerian terrorist government, they are confused. As it stands, they don't know what they are doing. A government that will wait until a foreign dignitaries start telling them that they need to have a ambassador to represent them in Washington. So I don't know what even the least country in Africa have representative in Washington. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the world, of which every country is supposed to have a representative. Can you imagine that Nigeria don't have ambassador? Not 1 year now, not 2, 3, 4, 5, for a very, very long time. So that tells you how shithole they are. That tells you what a failed state is all about. So our freedom is very close. We are building bridges. And it is a gradual process. A gradual process meaning we are on a diplomatic war, and we can see what Nigerian terrorist state is doing. So the battle is in Washington. We will fight it out. They will come with their negative case, and while we will go with our positive, expose them. So we'll do everything to solidify our relationship with U.S. government and also other countries that want to help us to recognize us, while we Biafrans need to work hard to also put our house in order. We all need to come, fund, support our freedom, because it is not given. If we want it to be today, tomorrow, Biafrans all over the world, wake up, support. But we are very close. That's all I will tell you, because what is happening in Nigeria today, last few years, is not happening. So the world now is awakened, knowing what is happening in Nigeria, how they are massacring innocent civilians, killing of Christians, and also the case of Biafra. So a lot of countries are paying in key interest, knowing what is going on, why Biafra people want to be free from Nkere. And now Nigeria is actually providing the evidence to the world why we want to be free. The reason why Nigeria is a terrorist state, the government of Nigeria is being hijacked by these terrorists. The government sponsor the terrorists, and they want to Islamize the whole region, both the Biafra people. And Nigeria is a dream killer, it kills her own citizens. So Nigeria sponsor over 22 group of terrorists. So our case, Nigerian terrorist state, is making it easier for the world to hear our cry and also come to our aid. So we just have to put ourselves together. That's all I can tell you now. But the message is sinking into the international community. We need to sponsor and fund our freedom. Thank you very much.
Voice of Biafra TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Voice of Biafra TV.
The first, the best, and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
We lead, we shine, we last. The first, the best, and the last.
From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it better. Truth be told, real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control.
Breaking every silence, letting voices rise. Standing for the people, opening their eyes. Strong and unshaken, both for all to see. Broadcasting the future.
Voice of Biafra TV.
There is only one broadcasting network. Voice of Biafra TV. The first, the best, and the last. Voice of Biafra TV.
First to speak, best to watch, last to last.
Voice of Biafra TV. Voice of Biafra TV. Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, no, only one.
Only one. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Hear the people sing at last.
This is the voice of Biafra, the voice that cannot be silenced, the voice of truth, resilience, and freedom. Speaking to you in the spirit of courage and in the language of liberation. Nigeria government has lost control over insecurity. Fellow listeners, what was once whispered in fear, what was once denied in arrogance, has now become a reality too loud to ignore. A nation staggering under the weight of its own contradictions is rapidly losing control over insecurity. From the north to the south, from the east to the west, the land trembles, not from natural disaster, but from man-made chaos. Communities abandoned, villages raided under the cover of darkness, highways turned into corridors of fear. Citizens left to fend for themselves. In a country where the government once promised protection, the question now echoes across the land. Where is the government? Where are the security forces? Where is the accountability? In recent times, markets have become targets. Travelers have become victims. Families have become statistics. And yet, those in power continue to speak in rehearsed tone. Detached from the suffering of the people, observers say, this is no longer a matter of isolated incidents. This is systemic failure. A collapse of responsibility. A nation where innocent lives are wasted daily. As fear grips the population. A a new reality emerges. The people have lost confidence. Trust has been eroded. Hope has faded. But here, on this frequency, we do not deal in fear. We deal in truth. And the truth is this: a government that cannot protect its people has failed its most sacred duty to the people. Listen. Remain vigilant. Remain aware. Remain strong. Nigeria has failed its citizens, and in awareness lies survival. This is a wake-up call. You are listening to the voice of Biafra, where truth lives and freedom speaks. Biafrans stand firm until justice speaks louder than silence. And stay safe. God bless Biafra Republic. God bless Biafra Republic, government in exile.
Welcome back to Voice of Biafra Television. The resistance of the Biafra Republic government in exile Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Nkere, with his entire cabinet, since after the imprisonment of Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland, has become an uppercut and a shockwave to the Nigerian terrorist government. And to this end, they've not been able to take it easy anymore, and they've gone mad in Washington, D.C. If you haven't seen the publication, please check through the media spaces. You will see the publications of the Nigerian terrorist government. And let me do well to read the publication to all of you, so that those of you that have not seen the publication will actually have a complete insight of what the Nigerian terrorist government are up to. And like the Prime Minister said, they have chosen a very wrong fight, because it's going to face them squarely in Washington, D.C. And he made a very good point. He said it's not Biafran that should be worried if they are ready. It is Nigerian government that should be worried. Are they ready? Yes. Are they ready to answer all the questions that we raised in those videos that we played before, where you saw that babies, women, and children were caught out of their mothers' wombs, and when the parents and the community men and women decided to go after the terrorists, the Nigerian terrorists, who wears uniform of the Nigerian army, goes after the community to kill them and to stop them from attacking the terrorists who have dismembered their babies, women, and children. Is it the senators in the National Assembly that are crying and lamenting and say their babies, women, and children are not safe? And they say they don't need roads anymore. They don't need hospitals anymore. They don't need schools anymore. All they want first is to be alive. Because it's only a man that is alive that can be able to talk about schools, and talk about hospitals, and talk about churches, or even to enjoy the social amenities. Are they also able and ready to answer questions that were raised by Air Commodore Kunle, where he made it known that there are insiders in the government of Nigeria who are actually spearheading this Islamic jihad? The same template of Afghanistan, the same template of Iran, the same template that happened in Hamas, the same template that is happening in other parts of Africa. The real terrorist that lives, their sole head from Iran, has been obliterated by the US government. But the small babies of these terrorists that we have in Nigeria are not ready to back down. So, Are the Nigerian government ready to present all these evidences of how they are paying? There is another video of El-Rufai. El-Rufai came out very hard on the Nigerian terrorist government and said they are paying the terrorists. Yes. El-Rufai was not an outsider in the government. El-Rufai is one of those that brought the Tinubu government into the power that we see today. And then he was asking them, why are they paying the terrorists? That they paid over billions to the terrorists. And then the analyst on the studio was saying, are you ready to give evidences to this accusation? He said, let them come out to defend it, because the evidences are there. So like the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government, as I rightly said, are the Nigerian terrorist government ready to defend all that they are doing in collaboration with the terrorists? Because it is not for you to come over to America to say you want the American government to sanction the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Israel, because he is fighting for the Biafran people and is fighting for the independence of the Biafran people, fighting to see that the Biafran leaders that were here before him, which were leading the Biafran people, which you kidnap and then lock them up, that you don't want Biafran people to see them anymore. So because you see that there is another person that is standing very strong and is going ahead and intensifying the effort of the lobbying in Washington, D.C., Nigerian terrorist government are afraid that if they don't take this person down, they are going to have a very big problem in Washington, D.C. Yes, their problems have just happened. Let us read this publication. This was published by African Independence, that have published many things about the Biafran cause. And even when the Nigerian terrorist government were going after the Biafran people and the Biafran government in Israel, where they made a series of publications, African Independence made a lot of investigations. I think it is also African Independence that also did the publication that had to come out on Arise Television, where they asked the question, how is the U.S. foreign policy taking the Biafran government in exile in America? So please, if you have not seen this, you will be seeing it, because the Nigerian media will be doing their publication and expatiating on the issue from now. So let us read it to you so that you know the inside of it. Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU agents are trying to persuade their counterparts at the U.S. Treasury to impose sanctions on these organizations' representatives, including Okechukwu Nkere, its prime minister, since January. The NFIU accuses the American Nigerian of financing the activities of the Biafran separatists. When contacted by African Intelligence, Nkere stated that such actions would constitute a cynical misuse of frameworks to target a legitimate self-determination and independence movement representing millions of Christians from Southeast. Based in the United States, where he conducts intense lobbying, the Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile has come under the scrutiny of the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit. Determined to combat jihadist groups in the Lake Chad area, the Trump administration has increased exchanges with the teams of Nigerian President Bola Tinubu in recent weeks. On the agenda for the discussion, arms orders, intelligence sharing, and the establishment of joint military operations. At the same time, Abuja also hopes to take advantage of the opportunity to promote its security agenda in the southeast of the country. Under the impetus of National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, Nigeria wants to intensify its fight against the Biafra independence movement, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, classified as a terrorist organization by Abuja since 2017, which was founded in 2014 by Nnamdi Kanu. this organization can draw on support from across the Atlantic, notably from the Biafra Republic government in exile. Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit agents are trying to persuade their counterparts at the U.S. Treasury to impose sanctions on these organizations' representatives, including Nkere, its prime minister since January. The NFIU accuses the American Nigerian of financing the activities of the Biafran separatist movement. So when contacted by the African Intelligence, Nkere stated that such actions would constitute a cynical misuse of frameworks to target a legitimate self-determination and independence movements representing millions of Christians from Southeast Nigeria. Christian genocide. For its part, the Brgie, which has enlisted the services of the American lobbying firm Washignton and Madison, founded by Elias Gerasolis, a former member of Moran Global Strategies, is attempting to gain the support of the American administration in a fight for the independence of Biafra. Nkere stated that he wishes to push for crushing U.S. sanctions on Nigeria for its designation of the Biafran independence movement as terrorism and for attempting to engage in transnational repression. Nkere has managed to attract the attention of Republicans, such as the senator from Texas, Ted Cruz, by using the argument of an alleged Christian genocide taking place in Nigeria. It was in the name of these mass killings, specifically targeting Christians, that Donald Trump ordered strikes on Sokoto State Northwest on the night of 25th December 2025, followed by the deployment of around 100 soldiers to train the Nigerian army as well as several drones in Bauchi State, Northeast, during the first quarter of 2026. In 2024, Abuja had already secured from Finland the arrest of activist Simon Ekpa, Nkere's predecessor, as head of the Biafran executive in exile. Established in Europe since 2007, he was sentenced in September 2025 by the Finnish court to 6 years in prison for terrorism-related offenses, having attempted to promote the independence of the so-called Biafra region in southeastern Nigeria by illegal means. The Nigerian authorities had repeatedly tried to obtain his extradition before he was finally arrested. The founder of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has been imprisoned in Nigeria since 2021 after being extradited from Kenya. He was sentenced to life imprisonment on 20th November 2025 during a trial held in Abuja. His movement regularly calls for a general strike or sit-at-home among the population of the southeast of the country, where the Biafran War claimed nearly 2 million lives between 1967 and 1970s. So, invariably, this is to make you understand that those that want you down, they know your story very well. They know your story, they know your pain, and they know what you're going through. You see how they took their time to enumerate succession of the Biafran independence leadership, those that have come out to fight for Biafra. And they also went down to tell you how they worked so hard to kidnap these leaders and to lock them up because of Biafra independence, so that Biafra independence will not come. They also went down to tell you that what has necessitated us to continue the Biafra independence after the 1970 1966, 1967, 78, 79 is for a reason. So, anybody that says he or she is not aware of Biafra or Biafra Republic of Maintenance or what Biafra stands for, what we are doing in Washington, D.C., that person is deceiving his or herself. So wake up, Biafrans. Do not keep quiet because Biafra is here and the enemies are in to destroy all of you. If you are sleeping with your two eyes closed, it's time you start sleeping with only one eye and keep watch over your babies, women, and children. Because the enemies are many and they are very much around. So wake up and stop sleeping and don't sleep anymore. Callers that came in, please, we appreciate all of you, and time will not permit us to stay longer than this because the Prime Minister have to attend to other official duties. You can always call into Voice of Biafra Television whenever we are live and direct. Prime Minister, it's good to have had you on the show. What are your last words to the Biafran people before you leave the Voice of Biafra Television studio?
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Information. And thank you, Biafrans that are tuning today's program. Biafrans, our freedom is in our hand. United States of America can only help support, and we just have to do what we're supposed to do to be free. We all have seen how the terrorist state of Nigeria colluded with the terrorists. They work together. Nigeria is an evil entity. It's not conducive for us. We can't stay there any longer. And for Nigeria, saying a Nigerian based America, I'm Biafra America. I'm not a Nigerian. I have no business with Nigeria. If I have the opportunity, that entity called Nigeria, I will erase it in a minute and save the people that reside in that region. And that's what I'm doing, starting from Biafra. Because freedom of Biafra is freedom for Middle Belt, is freedom for the Southwest, because if they're not ready to be free, while we are free exit from Nigeria, they will see the prosper coming from Biafra. They will see how we transform Biafra to be like Dubai, with other nations. Maybe that will be a wake-up call for the Oduduwa Republic people. Maybe that will be a wake-up call for the Middle Belt, and also a wake-up call for the North, because the North can live better on their own, because staying together with all this confusion, hatred, I think if we go our separate way, every region will be better. Every region can develop. Look at what happened in Europe. In Europe, you have some countries that are less than 3, 4, 5, 10 million, and they are doing better. A lot of Biafrans are, that want to get a better life are living, running to places like Malta, Belgium, Finland, all these countries that they are not even up to 10 million. And why some people that still identify themselves as Nigeria, they also run to Europe, because Europe is better. And that is why they need to disintegrate that evil forest called Nigeria. Let people go their separate way. The Yoruba people, the Southwest, they can have a beautiful country of theirs and have their border. They cannot determine who come in, who go out. The Middle Belt can have their own territory, secure their border. They can determine who come in, who go out. Then the North can have their own border. They can determine who come in, who go out. So with that, we can also checkmate these terrorists. Now, Nigeria is like a playing field for the terrorists. They can run to Abuja today, tomorrow they are in Lagos, next tomorrow they are Middle Belt, because they can operate anywhere, any in the region of the so-called Nigeria. So for us to be able to succeed, people that find themselves in that contraption, we must go our separate way. So Biafran people, we have to hurry up before it is too late. Let's get the hell out of that disgraced country. So when the other region wake up, they can start fighting to exit. And for those that believe in rule of law from the other region that want to come to Biafra land, as long as they will abide by our rule, live and let live. That's who we are. We can coexist with them as long as they won't come with terrorism. Yoruba person can come and be, can grant them citizenship, make Biafra land a safe haven for them, even the middle belt. Please, this is very serious. If we don't do this, and we allow these people to overrun our territory, to take our land, they will kill us all. Tanjuma said it. Kule also said, Nigeria is already mapped out, starting from the game plan agenda of Osman and Fodi, to be Islamized. Country like Turkey, Islamic Republic of Iran, even Saudi, they all believe that Nigeria can be Islamized. Even the Biafran people can be Islamized as well. That they can turn Nigeria to be Islamic country. It have happened before in different countries like Turkey. Turkey before is not a Muslim country. So we don't have any problem with any one religion, as long as your religion don't come in peace. If your religion come to attack us, kill us, behead us, rape our women, children, we have a problem. We can coexist. I don't see any reason why Hindus will live with Christians, no problem. Shinto will live with Christians, no problem. Buddhists will live with Christians, no problem. Judaism will live with Christians, no problem. Why is it Islamic Jihad is being a problem for all the whole religion? So please, Biafrans, fund your freedom. And as for Nigeria, now, finally, we have they have not arrived. So the battle have just begun. We are waiting. I can't wait until we will be in a round table and let's question Nigeria integrity and ask Nigeria, why are they terrorizing the people of Southeast? Why are they killing them? Why are they using the military to kill the civilians? I don't think they can be able to answer this question. A disgraced country will always remain a disgraced country. Nigeria is a failed state, very wicked one. So that matter. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Fund, support your freedom. Our website is open 24/7. The battle have just begun from Washington, D.C. And all we are doing, we are defending ourselves, defending our land. We are not the aggressors. We are not the one invading the Nigerian terrorist state. And we must defend our land. We are on self-defense. Tanjuma said, if we don't defend ourselves, they will kill us all. Since the government don't defend us, we have the right to self-defense. And please, we need to correct this African these journalists. What's the name of these people that publish this? And also let the Nigerian government know that I'm not in Nigeria. Tunobu, you and Chetima, all this evil. Please, I don't know who will send this message to this shithole country. I'm not in Nigeria. Is it by force? No one will force me on country. I'm a Biafra. I'm Biafra America. I'm not a Nigerian American. I have no business with Nigeria. I hate Nigeria with passion. Thank you very much. Thank you, Biafra. Keep fighting. The fight just begin. Washington, D.C. Everybody appear Nigeria. Nigeria government will destroy that evil entity. What happened in Iran will happen in Asarok. A beautiful strike. A very, very nice strike. Mizu will rain on all the evil people that have killed thousands and millions of Christians, that have destroyed life of innocent people. Not that the Nigerian government is even providing a better life for her citizens. If they have work, if they believe these people are their citizens, they don't provide no basic amenity, no health care, no good road, no electricity, school system scam, no good hospital. What the hell? Nigeria is worse than hellfire, if I will use that word. People there are suffering. The majority are living on the object. Majority of people living in that contraption barely eat 3 square meals. I don't see anyone that will come and say Nigeria is beneficial to them, or Nigeria is protecting them, or what. I will ask the Nigerians, what are you so proud to call yourself as a Nigerian? There is this short clip of this athletics that just few days ago I came across, and this young blogger said only what makes him happy about Nigeria is the sport activity. That's only what even unites some Nigerians. Apart from that, there's nothing else. Nothing else. And the people that still dominate the sport are Biafrans. Ask these terrorists, what are they bringing to the table? Not sport, not education, not a better life to the people of that region. All they brought to the table is terrorism, because that's what make the government to succeed, and that's actually what the government wants, so that you can be terrorized, chased out of your land, and be Islamized. Thank you from here. God bless you all. See you on Voice of Biafra Wednesday and Friday. Again, Honorable Minister of Information, correct? Wednesday and Friday, right?
At your disposal, sir. We are open to you anytime, any day.
Please, Biafrans, the journey have just begun. Nigerian government will let them know America is not Kenya. They have made their worst mistake. America is not Kenya. America is not Finland. Nigerian government, I think Tinubu and co, they need to be ready to answer serious questions. If possible, they need to turn themselves in. They have committed too much crime. These people are evil. I wish that strike, even if US will not send that strike, if they can give me the direction how I can send it, I will locate these evil people, because they don't deserve to live. The more they live, the more life they will take, the more people will die. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister of the Biafran people, and it's been a very good one having you joining us on Voice of Biafra Television from Washignton, DC. I appreciate your sacrifice, and Biafran people wants to tell you that they are solidly behind you, because you have been the voice of Biafran people in Washington, DC, and you have kept their hope very high. And so shall it continue, and so shall it be. So, to our viewers that join us today, thank you so much for making it happen again, and for being part and parcel of Voice of Biafra Television tonight. Have another date with us as we keep you posted on the Biafran affairs. This is Voice of Biafra. See you soon.
Voice of Biafra TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Voice of Biafra TV.
The first, the best, and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
We lead, we shine, we last. The first, the best, and the last.
From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it better. Truth be told, real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control.
Breaking every silence, letting voices rise. Standing for the people, opening their eyes. Strong and unshaken, both for all to see. Broadcasting the future.
Voice of Biafra TV.
There is only one broadcaster network. Voice of Biafra TV. The first, the best, and the last. Voice of Biafra TV.
First to speak, best to watch, last to
last. Voice of Biafra TV. Voice of Biafra TV.
Hollywood, Hollywood.
Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, no only one.
Only one, only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one, only one. Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, only one, only one, only one, only one, only one.
Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, only one, only one, only one, only one, only one.
Hear the people sing.
Our daughters will be veiled like masquerades and stripped of their dignity and womanhood. Our sons will be humiliated in slave chains. Awake, O Biafran sons and daughters, the hour is. For the Biafra homeland, in the soil where our fathers bled and fell. Our children wake to the morning bell. They speak our tongue, they dream our dream. But shadows gather from the northern stream. If jihadists take over our sacred land, our churches will be razed and burned down. Our voices will be silenced. No more markets, no more songs of old. Our daughters will be veiled like masquerades and stripped of their dignity and womanhood. Our sons will be humiliated in For the Biafra homeland, in the soil where our fathers bled and fell. Our children wake to the morning bell. They speak our tongue, they dream our dream. But shadows gather from the northern stream. If jihadists take over our sacred land, our churches will be razed and burned down. Our voices will be silenced. No more markets, no more songs of old. Our daughters will be veiled like masquerades and stripped of their dignity and womanhood. Our sons will be humiliated in slave chains. Awake, O Biafran sons and daughters, the hour is late, there is no other time. Your silence now becomes a chain that binds the land in endless pain. Diaspora shore, together we open freedom's door. Biafra is calling, her spirit strong and true. Contribute now, the future waits for you. Warning to those in homeland, They come with sword and holy book in hand, promising peace while conquering every land. Fulani herdsmen turn to invaders and settlers, taking farmlands and destroying our green vegetation. If we sleep and let the takeover succeed, our Biafran blood will flow like stream of water. Terror and fear will take over where children used to play.
Mothers, fathers, youth of Biafra land, your contribution is the protection that will hasten our independence and freedom. Donate the money, the brick, the tools our government needs to actualize our independence and freedom.
Unity and resources will guarantee our safety and freedom. To diaspora Biafrans, you fly across the ocean, safe and far, building empires under foreign stars. But hear the cry of the motherland in chains. Your brothers slaughtered, your sisters kidnapped, raped and beheaded. If you turn away and refuse to give and donate, the fire dies and our children cease to live. Your millions scattered will become a curse, wandering forever, strangers in every place. No root, no nation, no flag to call your own. Your grandchildren will ask why you left us alone. The risk is real, extinction in disguise. A people scattered till their memory died. Biafra calling all, from Biafra streets to Washington's busy lane, from hills and valleys of Biafra to Atlanta's rain. Lawyers, doctors, traders, engineers, send your skills, knowledge and power to support your only government. 1 million voices, 1 million hands can birth our nation today and now, and save our people from these burning sands. Not by bullet first, but by clear vision. Fund the diplomats, the media, the lobbyists, the attorney, who are our voice in Washington, D.C. Rise, Biafra, this is our time to shine. Every contribution draws our freedom line closer, from homeland soil to diaspora might. We must find our freedom to reclaim our right. No more begging, no more second place. Biafra rising with glory on her face. Invest, contribute, donate today to Biafra Republic, government in exile, under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Nkere, who is engaging United States congressmen and policymakers in Washington, D.C. for the freedom of Biafra, the land of the free and the brave, the land of the rising sun. The sun has risen to set no more. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. God bless Biafra. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. God bless Biafra.
Take one more. And I think since you are from Borno, let's allow you the person. Doctor? But you're from the same state. I'm not sure you're going to speak on the same subject matter.
Mr. Speaker,
go ahead.
I represent the extremely displaced and highly victimized constituency of Chibok, Dambua, and Goza. Mr. Speaker, honorable members on record, including the 82 not yet recovered Chibok girls. Mr. Speaker, I'm talking as a victim of the recent resurgence of an insurgence of Boko Haram. I was in my constituency on Saturday.
Strangers in every place, no root, no nation, no flag to call your own. Your grandchildren will ask why you left us alone. The risk is real, extinction in disguise. A people scattered till their memory died. Biafra calling all from Biafra streets to Washington's busy lane, from hills and valleys of Biafra to Atlanta's rain. Lawyers, doctors, traders, engineers, send your skills, knowledge, and power to support your only government. 1 million voices, 1 million hands can birth our nation today and now, and save our people from these burning sands, not by bullet first, but by clear vision. Fund the diplomats, the media, the lobbyists, the attorney, who are our voice in Washington, D.C. Rise, Biafra, this is our time to shine. Every contribution draws our freedom line closer, from homeland soil to diaspora might. We must find our freedom to reclaim our right. No more begging, no more second place. Biafra rising with glory on her face. Invest, contribute, donate today to Biafra Republic, government in exile, under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Nkere, who is engaging United States congressmen and policymakers in Washington, D.C. for the freedom of Biafra, the land of the free and the brave, the land of the rising sun. The sun has risen to set no more. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. God bless Biafra. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. God bless Biafra.
Very good evening to you from the Voice of Biafra Television, live on air. Earlier today, there was a breaking news from Washington, D.C., where some terrorists had planned the elimination of the president of the free world, and the daughter, Ivanka Trump, was a target for elimination. That is why you need to pray for the president of the free world, because this is the president that all eyes are on him. What he does is what saves humanity, and what his administration does is what the Christians in Nigeria also want. Never has there been a time where people take the case of Nigeria and Biafra and the Christians slaughtered for many years so very serious. But under the President Donald Trump and his administration, we can see the paradigm shift. So welcome to Voice of Biafra Television. It's good to have you on the show. It is Sunday night. And welcome to Voice of Biafra Television, where we give you the truth, we give you hope, and we give you the message of Biafra for tomorrow, today, and what you should do so that you can be safe and not taken out by the terrorists that has ravaged the entire Nigeria. It's been a very good week, and in recaps, it's sad to also say that in Nigeria, several babies, women, and children were buried. That is the news recap of the week. Because the incessant attack of the terrorists in Nigeria did not stop. Rather, it amplified. People were kidnapped in Katsina, many of which that went to churches were kidnapped and slaughtered, many of which that also went for marriage ceremony were kidnapped and slaughtered, many of which that went for different kinds of occasions and events were kidnapped and also slaughtered. And on top of all this, the Nigerian politicians are very okay with their settings of the day. They are planning of how they will become the winners of the 2027 elections. And don't be shocked when you see that the election primaries are ongoing in full force. This is Voice of Biafra. And joining you from Washington, D.C. was a news correspondent that was updating the entire world about what was happening in America. We wonder why they want to eliminate the president, Trump, and everyone doing well in his administration. You know why? Because he is the end to the terrorist regime. This is Voice of Biafra Television, and it is Sunday night. The line is open to anyone that wants to call in. Our calls comes in on WhatsApp, and for those that have other measures of calling in through Telegram, it is permissible, so you can call in. Welcome to Voice of Biafra, and we delve into the issue of the day.
Voice of Biafra TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Voice of Biafra TV,
The first, the best, and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
We lead, we shine, we last. The first, the best, and the last.
From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it better. Truth be told, real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control.
Breaking every silence, letting voices rise. Standing for the people, opening their eyes. Strong and unshaken, both for all to see. Broadcasting the future.
Voice of Biafra TV.
There is only one broadcasting network. Voice of Biafra TV. The first, the best, and the last. Voice of Biafra TV.
First to speak, best to watch, last to ever.
Voice of Biafra TV. Voice of Biafra TV.
Hollywood, Hollywood.
Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, no, only one.
Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Hear the people sing at last. Voice of Biafra TV.
Welcome back to Voice of Biafra TV. And let's check the news in recap. Now, people that went to prayer were slaughtered in the prayer ground, while 15 more were kidnapped. This is to add, to remind everyone that the people that were kidnapped 2 months ago, that they are all there and they have not been released yet.
Voice of Biafra TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Voice of Biafra TV,
The first, the best, and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
We lead, we shine, we last. The first, the best, and the last.
From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it.
Yeah, welcome back to Voice of Biafra Television. It's good for you to know that Nigeria is due for dissolution. Nigeria is due for you to tear to pieces. For those that are not aware of what is happening, throughout this week, it's been genocide upon genocide. Genocide upon genocide, and this is Kwara State. This will also shock you to see that while these were being talked about, the president of Nigeria was more concerned about his political ambition of 2027. He said he is not backing down for his opponent, and that he is in for the elections, and that is his primary cause. So I want to ask you, is it really true that Islamic terrorists were kidnapping people in Kwara State? And then the government of today, I hear, so concerned about their political campaign of 2027. If it was these politicians here, that were kidnapped by the terrorists, or their children or their babies, women and children were kidnapped by the terrorists, I don't know if they will still be here having these political discussions and political campaign. Because while they are here, over 50 people were slaughtered, and over 15 were also kidnapped. This is Kwara State. And where the president was carrying out his political campaign is not too far from your state.
Real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control. TV. There is
Voice of Biafra TV. The first, the best, and the last. Voice of Biafra TV.
voice of Biafra. TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Welcome back to Voice of Biafra TV. I believe you can all hear me coming out because we're having some technical issues on our audio device. So the line is open to callers that will want to call in tonight. This is Sunday night on Voice of Biafra television, and the line is open to everyone. And those that have me on Telegram, you can also call in, please. But the line is open on WhatsApp and anyone can call in. So, in recap of the week of what Nigerian terrorist government have done and what they are doing, we asked a question. We said, if the people slaughtered were babies, women, or children of the politicians, would they be gathering here today doing political campaign while the dead bodies of their babies, women, and children are being slaughtered? Because it is the way they take the issue of other people's children and the way they take their own that will determine if they are fully working for the citizens. And it will shock you to see that the Nigerian terrorist government give no damn about how your babies, women, and children are slaughtered, whether they care about you or not. So what matters to them most is how they remain relevant in power, what they can get, and how much they will make from their tenure. Tinubu and the entire people that call themselves politicians in Nigeria care less about the citizens. Now, Muslim ticket of 2023 has been done and dusted, and Nigerians have only lamented. They haven't been able to do anything or to change anything. So my question is, are you all going to lament like this in the next 4 years of Tinubu administration, or Tinubu taking over Nigeria and handing it over to the Boko Haram terrorists? Because yesterday we saw something from Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi said that in the next 4 years, you should allow Tinubu for now to implement his policies. That in the next 4 years, he's now going to focus on the terrorism, to fight the terrorists. My question is, how many of you will stay till 2031 to see if Tinubu will fight the terrorists or not? How many of you will even be alive to see the next 6 months when the terrorists are rampaging everywhere and taking charge of entire Nigeria? And the interesting thing is that the government of Nigeria care less. The politicians care less. So it is shocking when you see that Dave Umahi says Tinubu will solve insecurity challenges in the next 4 years. So for now, allow him to become the president of Nigeria until when he is back to office in the next 4 years. Our question is very simple. Is Nigeria working for you? And how many of you will be alive to see the Tinubu or the proposed next 4 years of Devomai? There's a video we had before that did ask the question. I think that is a Funke. Let's see if we can bring her to the screen again, where she asked, is Nigeria working for you?
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact,
Nigerians have every reason to ask themselves many questions. Because this lady here started by reminding you of Buhari promises. And then she went into the Minister of Power. And then Buhari has done, I think Buhari seems to be the most serving president in Nigeria. Yeah. Every other president have served on a short term, but when you calculate Buhari's tenure in Nigeria as a president, Buhari has served more than every other president in Nigeria. Starting from the 1977 era to 78 and coming down to this time of 90-something, 2000 and something, coming down to 20-something and to this time. So Buhari has actually served and been the most longing president of Nigeria. But this is a man that was not ready to end the terrorism. So the question is very, very important. Let's take it again.
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram.
Buhari knew the solutions to Boko Haram. Buhari knew the solutions to Boko Haram. Buhari knew the solutions to Boko Haram. So if Buhari knew the solutions to Boko Haram, but he refused the solutions to be implemented, what does that tell you? And they went on and on to draft out contracts to Boko Haram terrorists, because almost all Boko Haram terrorists were given contracts You remember when there were videos that were flying from Roots TV that said Nigerian terrorist government pays the Boko Haram 100 billion naira contract. I think we need that video to play so that we remind people something. 100 billion. The terrorists were asking for 200. The Nigerian government later negotiated to, I think, we said 150. And the later bit, no, the later beat the price down, till we later hit 100. We'll look for that video and bring it to the screen so that people can hear and understand what is happening. So, if Buhari knew the solution to Boko Haram terrorists, but Buhari refused, but what they were doing was to create a contract and give it to the Boko Haram terrorists. They started expanding the territories of the terrorists. The Emirates started expanding and going far and wide. And today, this video this lady made here was about, say, 2019. She made this video, 2019 or thereabout. Now we are in 2026. I want everybody to do their calculations. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. It's been 7 years. Is Nigeria working for you?
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to a recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people, though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed, leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad. Some people who have nothing, and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed. May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for me. Is Nigeria working for you?
It's true that Nigeria is working for some people, like the political class and those that their parents are into politics and embezzling Nigeria money, taxpayers' money, and putting it in their purse as part of the ways of preparing funds for them ahead of their retirement. But those that bear the highest tax and cause of what the politicians are doing are the poor masses. Because looking at the community here, the people that were slaughtered were the poor masses. You did not see the politicians being slaughtered in this place. Rather, the people you saw that were slaughtered were the poor masses. So when a politician is telling you, while you are telling them that they are killing people in the next community, and they said Tinubu will solve the security situations in the next 4 years. So that means you have to enjoy the death toll today. You have to enjoy the terrorism that is taking people's life today. Just take the situation the way it is, and then wait until when we come back in the next 4 years, then we can talk about if we can do anything to save your lives. How many of you have seen the children of Dave Omai being victims of the Boko Haram Islamic jihadist conquest agenda? I did ask some questions the last time, and the questions I asked was, why is it that the terrorists has not captured any of the Nigerian politicians? And why is it that the terrorists have not captured any family members of the Nigerian politicians? Why is it only the poor masses? The poor masses that goes to the market to sell groundnut. The poor masses that suffer so much to make ends meet. The poor masses that toil with their sweat to see if they can be able to pay the school fees of their children. The poor masses that Nigeria has happened to them already. These are the people that the terrorist goes after. Why? Is there a kind of template that was given to the terrorists? Or is there a kind of agreement that has been made or reached with the Nigerian politicians, which forbids the terrorists to go after the Nigerian politicians, but rather gives them the go-ahead for them to go after the unarmed civilians? Why are the unarmed civilians the target? These are some pertinent questions that we have not asked ourselves. Until we ask these questions, maybe we may likely start getting solutions to some of the issues that are ongoing in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Now, let's go back to US, Washington, D.C. We have some important questions to ask. And then we are asking why every terrorist, their prime target is to eliminate President Trump and family. For those of you that may be calling into the program today, please, when you call into the program, we want you to center your energy also on America. Because the terrorists mapped out the daughter of the US president for elimination. Why? Because the president and his entire cabinet are speaking for all of you. Because they have happened to be the only government and the only time where the world sponsor of terrorism and jihad has been picked. It is during this time that the terrorists in Iran gets to understand and know that their cup is full. Their brother terrorists and recruits in Nigeria are feeling the heat as well. They have collected many bombs from the US Department of War. They collected some in December 2025, and they collected some again in this May 2026, and they are still collecting more. Now, it is on record. It is on record that UK, Europe, China, Russia, and every other continent and big countries in the world benefit and do business with Nigeria. But we haven't seen the United Kingdom. We haven't seen the European Commission. We haven't seen the African Union. We haven't seen all these countries and continents and big people that benefit so much from the economy of Nigeria come up to say they want a lasting solution to the insecurity in Nigeria. But here is one thing. It's only the American president. It's only the American president. And it's only America that are actually taking the issue of Nigeria serious the way it is. with the baby